Tonight at America's oldest university, the clock is ticking after the Department of Homeland Security demanded Harvard hand over a list of some international students' names by midnight or risk losing its ability to host foreign students at all.
None of us wanted this fight.
Now some international students are rallying for something they never imagined would be challenged in the United States.
We will not let Trump dictate our speech.
They fear their ability to voice disagreement is under attack by the president. 2 weeks ago, the Department of Homeland Security sent a letter accusing Harvard of creating what it calls a hostile learning environment for Jewish students, demanding the school turn over records of foreign students who have been disciplined for participating in protests.
Give us the names of some, and you can keep the rest. But we know that if we start giving in, he's going to demand even more.
Swedish senior Leo Jardian is one of the few international students willing to speak out publicly. NBC News spoke to more than half a dozen foreign Harvard students and faculty on the condition of anonymity, out of fear their visas could be revoked. Already, more than 1,000 international students have lost visas across the country. We filmed students who agreed to speak on camera only in shadow and with their voices replaced. A European Jewish student believes Trump's actions are not about protecting people like her.
He's not fighting anti-Semitism. He's fighting people who have a different opinion from him. That's the problem.
She says she is going to follow Harvard's advice and stay in the United States this summer because she's scared if she goes home, she won't be allowed back into the country.
It's like a really panicking stage of finding a summer job, finding a summer internship, like trying to apply for different fundings because, I need money to actually live.
A student from Canada described the mounting anxiety.
Am I going to be able to be here in a few weeks? Am I going to have to go home? What transfer options are available for me? What is my future going to look like?
Have you been warned that if you continue to participate in protests, that could turn you into a target and subject to deportation?
Definitely, and I know that for every protest I speak at or op-ed I write, the risks are getting higher.
Another student speaking out, sophomore Abdullah Shahed Sial, the undergraduate student body co-president, is from Pakistan.
I think dissent is something which this country was founded upon, and I think it should be accepted at the bare minimum.
This showdown is part of the larger battle between higher education and the government. Earlier this month, after Harvard refused to comply with the list of Trump administration demands, the government froze over $2 billion of their federal funding. Harvard fired back with a lawsuit arguing the demands and the freeze were, quote, unconstitutional. Remember last year when student-led pro-Palestinian protests swept college campuses across the country.
At every point, international students have been treated as poker chips.
This situation not just affecting current international students, but also future ones. The Harvard admissions office sending an unprecedented email telling students who have been admitted that they could also reserve a spot in a non-American university as a backup. Harvard did not respond to a request for comment. Previously, a spokesperson said the university is aware of DHS scrutiny of foreign student visas and will continue to comply with the law and expect the administration to do the same. We've asked the White House and the Department of Homeland Security for comment, but haven't heard back yet.
The reason I come to this place is because I want to make a difference for society sometime in the future.
But that future now very uncertain for the nearly 30% of foreign students who make up Harvard's student body and who find themselves in the middle of one of the most high-stakes showdowns between higher education and the government that we've ever seen. And Hallie, while we do know that there is a midnight deadline for Harvard to respond to the Trump administration demand to turn over information about students, we know that they are negotiating, but we don't know exactly how this is going to end. We also want to point out that in the story we talked about that there are some more than 1,000 foreign students who've had their visas revoked. 12 of them were at Harvard. They were international students as well as students who had graduated. We now know that those visas have been restored, but no one is saying exactly why. Hallie?
Rahema Ellis, much more to follow on that one, including into the wee hours of the morning. Appreciate you being on top of that. Thanks.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.